Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Apprentice Long training video. I'm going to help you with Outlook rules to help you declutter your Outlook folder. So this is probably not a realistic looking Outlook inbox for you because it only has 14 emails, but this will work for someone with 14 or 14,000 emails. It doesn't matter, as long as we know how to do the rules. So let me show you how to do this real quick. At the bottom here, we have a low priority email from Marketing Updates. So what you would do is you would go to your email, you would right click, you would go to Rules, and you would create a new rule. You can create a rule by just selecting what folder you want it to go to right here, low priority. And then you can run it now and it'll take care of it. And there it is, low priority. Or what you could do is you could create the rule by going to the more options. This top line here is what you're calling it. This is the name of the rule. Next is the condition. Anything that's coming from Office Deals will do this action, which is move to low priority. If we run it now, this will go to here, just like that. Here's a list of all the rules right here. You can move the rules around. The ones at the top have precedence over the ones at the bottom. It doesn't matter if the rules are not overlapping, then it'll just run them as it sees fit. But if you have one that you want to run before another one, move it to the top, just like that. You can also click here to show the description of each rule to get a breakdown of all the rules, just like that. For these rules, I'll go through these real quick, and then I will show you how to make keywords next. So this one is a read later, so we're just going to go here, rule, create rule. We're going to go to read later. I created several folders here. You don't need this many folders. You could just have a read now and read later folder. You can make it as simple or as complex as you want it. The key thing is, as the email comes into your inbox, it will be parsed into one of the folders that you selected, and that'll help you declutter your inbox. So here's one from admin billing, so we'll create a rule and we'll move this to admin billing, just like this. I made it easy by saying where it's from, but I'll show you a trick in a second. So low priority. This is one of those shield alerts, so we'll create a rule for this. This goes to the shield folder. This is a court notice that has a deadline, so this is a good time to show you how to make rules based on keywords. So this message contains these keywords, and so all I do is do the same thing, create a rule, but now I want more options. Instead of saying who it's from, we're going to create a rule based on what the subject or the body includes. And so we'll rename this so that we know that it's based on keywords. And the keywords we're looking at here are the deadline, filing, and due today. We'll put those same keywords here. We'll go deadline and hit enter. And so now this is a keyword. One thing to note here is if I did deadline, comma, filing, and then hit enter, it'll look for this exact phrasing. It won't look for deadline or filing. It'll look for this entire phrasing. So the correct way to do this is to do deadline, enter, filing, enter, due, today. If you just did due, it'll look for due. If you just did today, it'll look for today. But now it's going to look for this entire phrasing, due today. Now it's going to look for deadline or filing or due today. And we'll show that later. The action we want to do with this is we want to move it to our action today folder. We're gonna actually wait to run this one. So now we have this rule. What I'm going to show you is I didn't run it, so it's still here. You can actually come here and run it anytime you want by doing it like this for anything in the inbox. So now it ran it, and now here it is. It picked up this one because it has the word deadline. So now what I'm going to show you is an example of me sending an email from another Outlook. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these keywords to see if it picks up just the deadline. Or actually, let's do due today. See if it picks up this one. And we'll send it over. So sometimes it takes a little while, but let's see if it picks it up or if it goes to our inbox. This is the one that we had before. This is the notices. Boom, there it is. So the one we just sent over with the due today was picked up and sent directly over to our action today folder. So this never hit our inbox. It came directly here. One last thing I can show you for things like these suspicious emails like this one, I can make a rule where I create this rule and I'm saying anyone from this unknown suspicious sender I want to move directly to my sus folder, and I want an additional action. Any additional actions are and, so you need both of these conditions to happen for the whole rule to initiate. But my additional action here is I want to mark it as read. I don't want to see it as a number because this is a sus email. And we're going to run this rule now. So now it disappeared for here. We look in our sus. There it is. You can also run audits on your rules, and you can do other things as well, but that's more advanced. If you have any questions on these, just let me know and I should be able to help you out. And if you enjoyed the music in the beginning, I have a little treat for you. We have a full rendition of the song, and stick around. That'll be next.
Making order out of the noise. Set a rule for every subject, every sender, every warning, so the clutter moves along and I can hear my own voice. If it lands in the wrong place, I don't let it stay.